some gum.
Yeah, you have some gum.
From your large gum pack.
My mom just found out when she was dusty and it was full and wasn't open, and I was like, huh.
Okay.
I have a large gum pack and a nice setup with the one single electronic candle and our glow ice cube.
Is it an ice cube?
This is an ice cube, yeah.
Like,
when I go to Dave and Buster's, I get the Snow Glow in the dark drink, and this is in it. That's why I have so many of these, because that's what I drink all the time.
Like, what even is the drink?
It's a snow cone drink.
Like, what's it taste like?
It's a slushy.
What kind of slushy?
Blue raspberry.
I've never been there, so.
Oh, it's blue raspberry. It's like you can order whatever flavor you want, and then they would just change the cube to be whatever color it is.
So can you, like, refreeze that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I need them. I will put them in all of my drinks.
Hey guys, welcome to the Midnightgrabbag podcast. I'm your host, Taylor, and I am with...
There you go. I tried to blow a bubble, but it's not chewed up enough to blow yet.
It's her.
I guess some more.
With me. And this is when we lose 10,000 subscribers.
Everyone's like, oh fuck, she chews their mouth open. I really don't. I just did that because I can. Bitch.
Damn, get demonetized again.
Shit.
Stop fucking cussing.
Stop fucking swearing.
Shit, goddamn.
God, you fucking shithead.
So,
light on. Oh wait, fuck. Light off.
This
light on.
The clapper. Clap on. Clap off. The clapper. So this podcast is not like full out planned. We had a different agenda with a different guest for this podcast, but we had to reschedule that for a later time. So
yeah, stuff happens. It's okay.
It's our life, but they will be on the podcast. I promise you that.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We got exciting plans and stuff.
Oh, these don't
so
have frames.
Yeah, the frames are up there. You have the frames. You don't have the lenses. It's like it matches my yellow outfit, and right. I didn't want it to be because of sunglasses. It wasn't like glasses.
Gotcha.
So I popped out the lenses, but the lenses are up there. So
yellow is not my color,
but it's such a pretty color. You take a picture from that view, it's goals. Please make that your profile picture. On like Twitter.
Sure.
Oh,
I'm gonna do that one. I don't really use Twitter that. Oh wow! I was like, why am I blind? Fuck, that's Snapchat.
Why are you blind?
I put my real glasses on over this. But anyways, I'm here.
It's her.
I'm here.
It's the Deftoria.
And I'm also in the same room with Taylor.
Yo, yeah, that's why our audio is so nice. And stuff. So we're basically a freaking week with this profile change. I wish you guys can see what's going on. But you can if you go to @Deftoria on Twitter. You will figure it out what's happening. Now you look like every fan, every stan Twitter account now. So since we didn't get a guest, we're the guests. We're always the guests.
I'm a guest.
No, you're not a guest. You're Victoria.
I'm the guest.
No, you're not. No, shut up. We're taking this opportunity to update you guys about life for the past couple of months because our upload's been sporadic, and I made a vlog 6 times about everything that's going on with my life, but I never post them because more shit just got added on, and I'm like,
big mood.
I never done it. So I guess in the beginning of the podcast we just take time to explain what's going on right now and then what's going on in the future and talk about what we're gonna do for the channel and hope the best. we probably won't. It's probably our first podcast where we're not gonna do a game on. That's kind of shocking. It's making me a little sad. So yeah, Victoria, you wanna take it off since we haven't heard from you in a while?
Well, first of all, my computer like basically shit out on itself because I was recording from a laptop, really crappy laptop, not like a good laptop or anything, and my Wi-Fi connector is what first went out on it. So there's a USB connector that I have, and it doesn't connect as well. So that's one of the reasons why I just kind of quit doing everything, because I had no way to do anything because my computer's too slow to run more than one program at once, it seems. Life has happened. I have to burp really bad.
Do it. Burp.
It's just, I'm gonna vomit if I burp. We ate so much pizza today. But the biggest thing is I'm moving the end of July to go to college out in California. So I'm moving from Kentucky to Northern California. So that's going to be a big change. On the bright side, though, that kind of benefits this, like the whole podcast situation and everything, is I'm going to be in a dorm dedicated. It's an indoor adventure, quote unquote, dorm community for freshmen. And it's just a bunch of gamers, basically, whether it be physical gaming, computer gaming, console gaming, you name it. So that'll open up a lot of opportunities for producing content, especially because I should be, crossing my fingers, let me hope, be getting a better laptop that I can, or better computer, better whatever, dedicated for gaming sometime after school starts. That's a thing. That's like the big thing that's kind of going on with me, is past few months I've been like preparing for, it's, a 2,000-mile move. So yeah, anyone who's knows of like areas in California, it's up in Arcata, or I don't know if I'm saying it right. Arcata, I don't know. It's near Eureka. And I'm going to school for marine biology. Surprising, I know. If you go through the other podcasts or other channels, I'm pretty sure I've talked about going to school for other things. But this one was something that I've always kind of had my heart set on since I was little. But I got scared to do it because, well, to do marine biology, you have to, it's better to study near, the ocean. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't think there's one of those in Kentucky. I don't know, people like to call lakes beaches here, and that, number one pet peeve, it's not a beach, it's a lake with sand. Not even sand.
You don't even swim in it that much.
And there's no sharks.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be a bull shark, because there's some bull sharks that live in rivers, but I don't know about lakes.
Yeah. But you don't see me jumping in the Ohio River and calling that a beach.
Big mood. That's the thing. Let's see, what's some other big news? I ended up working 2 jobs for a little bit, but then I quit my second job. I'm not gonna sit here and say what job I was at, because I'm just not gonna do that. I'm not gonna risk any weird thing happening. But I did leave because I was more or less threatened my job position for being sick and having an injury. Doctor's notes should cover that, but hey, I don't run that company. It's fine. I did start playing Stardew Valley. It's really fun for anyone who has not played. I highly recommend it. I have 1 dinosaur, a couple cows, a couple chickens, a couple ducks, I think. They have ducks? Yeah. A couple rabbits. I think I have a sheep, a pig. I have a wife and a kid. I just am excelling in my video game, unlike in real life. I have so much of a... That's where it is. Ooh, that tasted like so many flavors.
You okay?
Yeah, that was just really... You don't expect to burp and taste barbecue sauce, cinnamon and icing at the same time. No, I promise you that was not all what was on my, all the pizza, but that was just a mixture of what we were eating.
Sounds like a Gaddyland's pizza is what you just described.
Honestly, I went to Gaddyland a month ago or something, and I got so sick afterward. I don't know why we went. Just don't go. Another update, I guess, is if you look at the picture, or podcast picture, I did have blonde in my hair. It was blonde and red during that time. It's just red now. Completely red. I got rid of the blonde. I changed my hair. I don't know how many weeks ago. Maybe a month ago. Maybe a little more. I really can't remember. What else? What else is new in my life? In the life of me? I'm still wearing these glasses really stupidly, but I put my real glasses over top of it.
But, no one can see it.
I mean, true, but, oh, that's how that works.
Oh, you never knew you had the boomerang?
No, I've literally never looked at a boomerang. I've never done a boomerang.
Yeah, you basically, you can go in your settings in your story, and you just move it over. It tracks your movement.
That's insane. Alright, the more you know. But yeah, I did change my hair. I want to change it again. I want to dye it back to, I used to have really bright colored hair, if you all can remember, if you've seen videos from that long ago. And I want to dye it back to where it's I think it was purple, blue to green. I want to do something like that, because my hair is a little longer too now. I don't know. Off the top of my head, that's all I can think of that's new with me. There might be some stuff that pops up as we're talking, but yeah. What's new with you, Taylor? What's going on in Taylor's world?
Yeah. Life has been wild.
Life is strange.
That's true. That symbolizes everything. I'm trying to think if I should just go ahead and rip the bandage and go a little depression for a little bit.
Rip that bandage. Do your life.
Alright. So, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I post a lot of stuff updating, my life on Twitter most of the time. But in the beginning, it was very rough. Because I don't think I never posted a vlog about my medical condition in the beginning. Girl, your freaking Twitter picture. But the beginning of this year, I had a abnormal medical history where I woke up one morning and half of my left side of my face was abnormally large, and so was my neck, that I couldn't even swallow or anything. And I went to the ER, and they was like, "You're lucky that you've been alive, because you should have been dead." And I'm like, thanks.
She thinks that's exactly what I wanted to hear. Please tell me what is actually wrong.
But they never, they said they never figured out what exactly was wrong with me. They said there was a little clot thing, but they did x-rays and they have no idea what clogged up and stuff like that. So I took some, they gave me some antibiotics, I slept, I missed work for a week, and then I'm back to normal. And it was wild. And then I found out I was anemic, which is not a totally life-threatening thing, so I'm just on pills.
That had something to do with it.
No, I had anemia before then. I just refused to take pills.
Well, I mean, I wonder if your anemia could have caused something to happen, with your blood in general.
Probably, honestly, because that was during the time I had the flu too, and my whole
life. Our flu this year was
really bad.
I don't know if it was like that in anyone else's city or state, but Louisville's been having some really bad
outbreak and stuff, everything. Like Hep A and everything. But I don't have Hep A. I got all my shots, which I'm so shook that a lot of people doesn't have their Hep A shots, because you need. How'd you go to high school? Because that was a requirement at PRP when I went there.
Nope, they never required me to have a Hep A shot.
Dang, they kicked out half of our senior class if they didn't have a Hep A shot when we was there.
Nope, I don't recall ever having one.
Because it was it's a series shot. You have to take 2 shots within 6 months, and then you're fully cured for it. And a lot of people are doesn't know that, and they take the shot once and be like, yeah, I'm fine, I can do whatever I want. And I'll be like, girl, or boy, you have to take it one more time, and then you can say, "Ooh, I'm good."
I mean, I don't know, honestly, if I've ever had it. I don't remember getting it.
If you got it, it lasts you forever.
Right.
It's a one-time shot, so this is a thing you should look it up before if you need to get it. Or
right. I mean, it's in my medical history.
I feel like you already took it if PRP didn't force you, because it's still a requirement to go on the website, and so it's still a requirement that you have to have a Hep A shot.
I don't remember getting it. I haven't had any, like, shots since I don't think I had to go get any before I even got into high school. I had all of my required ones.
Mm.
I mean, I haven't had a tetanus shot in, like, a long time. I probably have to get one of those.
You're like, you're supposed to take your tetanus shot when you was, like, 15.
I got my first one, or the shot I got before camp, because I had to get one in, like, 3rd grade. But I think that was the only one I've ever had. I think it says it doesn't wear off after, like, 7 years or something.
No, it's 20.
Oh, 20?
It's a long time you could keep your tetanus shot.
I thought it was, like, you had to do it every so often. Like.
No. And plus, you gotta get your tetanus shot on your butt, don't you?
No, I got mine somewhere else. It was on my arm.
Mine's on my butt.
I know they say a lot of people do it like that, but maybe I'm just so fat that they can just put it anywhere. I have enough fat everywhere else.
Girl, me. I rather do it in my butt because it's fine. I know I sit on it and stuff, but so I think that's
I would rather them stab me in the titty than stab me in the ass.
That's called a mammogram.
I don't want one of those. I've heard horror stories and they like.
They don't do that anymore.
They, apparently, I thought they still did.
They do it like they barely tap it out and scan it. They don't do the smush thing no more.
Fuck?
They changed it. My mom got hers done and she was ready for the pain of it, and they was like, we don't have that machine anymore. It's like tap.
I would literally cry. Like, I'd be crying of joy because I've been so afraid because, like I don't have, like, ginormous boobs, but I have enough to where it's gonna hurt if they had to, like, pancake my titty.
Well, just don't do it from the bus's one, though, because the bus mammogram still has to pancake.
Right.
If you go to a doctor's office, it's like, tap, you're done.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what they're searching for, too.
Yeah.
Like, if I ever have, like, a, like, breast cancer scared and they have to do, like, an extreme one, I guess I'm gonna be,
See, my mom had breast cancer, but they're not worried about me because she didn't develop breast cancer genetically, like in the long run and stuff. It came because her hospital didn't like protect her chest enough when she did x-rays on patients, and that's how she developed it. And I was born after that, so they're not too worried about me genetically getting that if it happened because of that way.
Yeah.
So they told me I can wait till like I think 40 to get a mammogram. I think, but I do the massages. You're supposed to massage your tits every 2 months to make sure you don't get lumps, and it's not that hard to do it. You can go online and look up classes because you just take your fingers and you just rub it all.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that.
It's a nice thing to do. It's just in the shower, just put your hand on your chest. I'm sorry, this is in depth to our guys listeners, but
it's in depth, but like
it's a normal
mental picture, you guys. There you go.
It's just a normal thing of life. It's just you.
Listen, dudes, if you have a girl in your life and
just put barbecue sauce on her titty.
Put barbecue sauce on her titty. No, like seriously, like I've heard that that's another thing with like having a partner is it can help with breast exams because you can just be like, hey, can you check me for the titty cancer, please?
Basically,
that's what my doctor told me when I went to go sign up for birth control. Oh, that's another thing. I got put on a. Sorry, any male or listeners or people who are uncomfortable by birth control. You're talking about medical history. I was diagnosed with PCOS officially. I don't know if I had been on the podcast since then because I don't know if we've done anything since then because I got diagnosed in October.
Yeah, I don't think.
For those of you who don't know what that is, it's polycystic ovarian syndrome. There's really no cure for it. It's just a condition that a lot of women have that they don't know about. It's exactly what it sounds like. You get cysts on your ovaries. Causes irregularity. Excessive male hormone. One of the big things that it causes is you can be infertile or have problems conceiving. And the way that they combat a lot of those symptoms is birth control.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's different forms of birth control. There's the pill. There's the shot. There's the implant. Like in your arm. And there's IUD, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
Can't do the pill. pill messes me up because of the placebo week and a lot of other reasons. Can't do the shot because if you have history with depression, it can cause your depression to spike up, and most people who end up on the shot gain about 20 pounds, and I don't need to gain any more weight. And then so I was left with the IUD and the implant, and I know there's horror stories on both, but I have known personal people who do not like the implant, and there's been a lot of stuff with that. So I got the wonderful thing called an IUD. And if you guys want to know a horror story, it hurts so bad to get put in.
I heard.
They have to give you medicine to basically, like, put you in, like, basically give you contractions. You basically go into, like, labor, but without the baby part.
Oh.
For, like, a brief, like, you start getting, like, small contractions is what, because I looked it up in the pill that they give you beforehand is more or less pill that induces your contractions if you're pregnant. But oh my god, when I tell you my glasses was fogging up, I was so hot and so, like, in pain. It was worth it though, not gonna lie. I don't gotta worry about it for 5 years.
I get it.
As long as, you know, it doesn't implant itself into my uterus. There's a wall of it.
I get it. And then to continue on my little timeline, come to remember everything that happened in order. I started a new college this year. It was nice. It was fine. It's a bigger campus that I'm much used to. My classes are still small because of the field I'm in. I'm in marketing, which may be shocking to a lot of people since I do a lot of acting and stuff, but I have not given up on acting and stuff. I would love to get a minor in acting and stuff if it's possible in my schedule, but if not, it's fine if I don't get it. But I will take, like, random acting classes in my college to make sure I keep my sanity all the time. And then I went on a mini vacation with Myrtle Beach with some friends, and then I went to a haunted house convention. That was fun. And then I went to PAX East, which was amazing. It was an amazing experience because I met so many of my friends from Europe and Canada, and it was a wild experience. I did a vlog about it. If you guys can check it out, like, PAX East is an amazing experience. I haven't fully decided if I'm going back to PAX East next year or I'm going to PAX West. I'm going to a PAX next year. I just haven't fully decided which one I really want to go to. But I feel like probably it would be PAX West because I'd never been to that half of the world before. And then this year I really had to get a passport because, you know, Kentucky, you can't fly with your Kentucky ID after October this year.
Yeah, you gotta have more than just your ID. You have 2 forms of identification.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we don't have the star on our IDs, so we have to travel like that. We won't be able to get the stars on our IDs until January of next year.
Yeah, I gotta get a passport before I go off to college.
Yeah.
Because I'll be flying, I won't be flying into Kentucky, but I'll be flying from California to Florida in October.
Yeah, I'll let you get a California ID while you're there.
I'd have to be a resident, and I can't be a resident for, like, over a couple years, I think, or until I've got, like, my own spot that I'm living in. Like, if I get an apartment and have my own bills that state that I'm living there and I'm not just going to school there.
I get it.
Which hopefully is what I'm going to do my second year of college. Because I've already got, like, a good set of friends that I'm with or that I'm talking to. And I'm hoping I'll meet some people and maybe a group of friends will want to move out because I know quite a few people don't want to stay in dorms.
Yeah, I get it.
And then I can apply for residency eventually.
Yeah.
Hello. My phone buzzed. Okay.
Buzz.
Really confused because nothing popped up. It was just like a
buzz. And then this is when, like, most of the dark stuff happens. My grandma passed the day after I came back in town from Boston. And that really affected me a lot because, you know, those chances, like, you never got to say goodbye and stuff. Like, I did visit her in her nursing home before I left, but everyone said she was doing fine, so I never done, like, a final goodbye because I thought when I came back the day that she passed, I was supposed to visit her later on that day after work, and it didn't work out. So that kind of broke me on that, because she was my last living grandparent. Because she was the only grandparent I knew of that I can full on remember in my life.
Right.
And stuff. Like, she always took care of me, even though she always called me fat, which was always hilarious. Oh my gosh, my pills.
Take my pills.
Yeah. So yeah, she would be like, you get a little chubby, Taylor, but here's some money. And she was always there in my corner and proud of me and everything I did. Like, did you make good grades? I'd be like, yeah, I make A's and B's, so here's $5. And I was like, oh, snap. Or she would, like, buy me food all the time, even though she's like, you're fat, but she still buys me food.
I love people like that. You know, you're getting a little big, but here's a taco.
Yeah, he's like, I appreciate it, and she did. And in a nice funeral ceremony, it was really hard, and it was a nice, small funeral. But then after the next week, that's when my aunt passed away. She had cancer. She went in for a checkup, and they told her that she had a stage 4 of cancer, and we didn't think her, like, and within 2 months of her having cancer, we didn't think it would be so soon of her passing. It was her name's Aunt Gina. I call her, yeah, that's how I call her, Aunt Gina. Her real name's Regina, and she was like a really wonderful lady. Like, her smile with her gold shiny tooth was amazing. She can light up a room all the time. She made every single one of my employees happy at Walmart all the time. No one at Walmart knew that she was my aunt for the longest time, until like one day my boss caught me talking to her, and they thought I was selling her a TV when I wasn't. I was talking to her about life stuff, and that's when they figured out that she was my aunt. And so I had to break the news to all my coworkers that they would not be seeing my aunt again, because they didn't know that all that happened to her. But yeah, there was a big ceremony for her. She like affected the whole city of Louisville. The whole city of Louisville was there. I barely could find a seat to sit, because she just affected so many lives. So I had 2 deaths back to back that affected me, that I really kind of like didn't want to talk to anyone for a while. But her final words to me, because I did get to say goodbye to her, her final words to me, that she said that God talked to her in her bed the night before, saying that, Taylor, you will be affecting a lot of people's lives. You will become famous, and you will achieve all your dreams. You just gotta be patient, but it's happening soon this year. So keep on doing what I'm doing, and she's proud of me. And so with those words brought me motivation to come back to doing more YouTube and trying to do more everything creative possible, because I just went into that mindset. It's like, oh, I can't do anything anymore. Like, I don't know how to be creative. I don't know what to do, because in Louisville it's just really hard to find any acting roles just from my look. Like,
Louisville's bad for everything.
I was like, Louisville, like, I'm part of a lot of pages on there, and there is like new stuff every day posted for any filming gigs and stuff. It's just I don't have the right look. I am not a skinny white girl with red or blonde hair.
Yeah.
I am a average size black girl who is 21. So there's not that many movies unless they already got their token black girl and stuff.
And Louisville's just that's one reason why I'm so glad that I'm moving so far away. Is Louisville is literally set back. Like, we're still in like the 1970s, 80s in how people think. And I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, my town's like that too, but I have never, just to put it in perspective of what Louisville is like, or not Louisville, Kentucky in general, is one of the poorest states, but has one of the richest people running said states. So that just tells you how our economy and jobs work. And it sounds shitty, but if you are not literally and when it comes to females, if you are not a skinny white girl, you're not gonna get on anywhere. I mean, I once quit a job because I was targeted against because I was a bigger girl. I was basically told that I was not presentable and that my hygiene was down. And I was like, I try harder than most of the other girls who work here to present herself. You know, only is I put my hair up in a ponytail a lot because you're on the job, you're doing a lot, you don't want your hair to get in the way. But I was the only one ever told that out of the people I was working with at the time. But yeah.
So those two bad things happen. So that just moved me and motivated me to do more. Like this year I did a lot of modeling gigs, which is a very huge plot twist in my life, because if you talk to 6-year-old me a long time ago, I had a very different opinion about models and stuff like that, like very bad opinions, because America's Top Model always like ruined me as a kid.
Right.
I like never liked it, but I've been doing a lot of modeling gigs, and apparently the photos I be posting and stuff is motivating other people, so I am inspiring people, so which is keeping me motivated to do it. And it's a nice mini therapy for me to have more body confidence in myself type deal. Like, I don't see myself modeling as a job in my life. It's just a nice little hobby and therapy and stuff like that. Like, if somebody wants to take my pictures and we can create a cool concept, I don't mind doing it. It's just modeling's another form of acting that I can add to my resume, basically, and it's pretty cool, pretty neato thing. And then another good news, I officially did sign up for my first studio. Like, so I will be getting paid for that soon. So that you guys been keeping up, I've been part of a couple films as an extra. I am one of the main characters in this spoof horror movie that'll be coming out later on, I think in the fall, I believe. You can catch me for like 0.2 seconds in the movie River Runs Red that George Lopez and Ty Diggs produced here in Louisville. Bowman's Pizza. So just a lot of random stuff that's here and there. I will keep on updating on Twitter and Insta. So I've just been trying to be more friendly social media and spamming everything about my life 24 seconds, because that's what you're supposed to do on social medias. Am I right?
Yeah. I've basically like quit using social media. Like, I retweet stuff every now and then, but I don't know when the last tweet I actually made was.
Pretty far. You like my tweets randomly.
Yeah, every now and then I'll like go on Twitter and I'll just like, or go to people that I know is Twitter.
So some good things have been happening. A lot of stuff is being planned, and I'm excited for the future. But like, it's like now it comes up to like YouTube now. Like, unless you have any more update on your timeline about anything that's changed.
I mean, I don't. The only thing that I know that's happened, but I don't know if I brought it up. Well, because you mentioned. I only thought about it because you mentioned death in your family. Was right after I graduated high school. In June, it was in June, almost a year ago, my great-grandmother died, and I've always just called her Grandma because I know her more as my grandmother than a great-grandmother because she practically raised my mom. And that's been real hard on me and my family, but I think the biggest thing with me is, and this caused a lot of my downfall, like, internally, is it really split my family up. Once she was gone, that whole side of the family stopped talking. Like, they all turned against each other over a lot of stupid stuff. So now I don't have, like, I never really had a big family. I never had a whole lot of family things that I do other than on that side. But now that she's gone, we don't do anything. Like, normally we would go over there for Christmas and for Thanksgiving, and we haven't done any of that. But death happens. It's part of life. It's how things work. You gotta get past it, and it just makes you a stronger person in the end. talking all like heartfelt when I have 2 pairs of glasses on.
I get it.
My biggest mood.
And so now it leads us on the update on what we're doing with the channel, because I've been mostly focusing on the podcast more, because I basically lost a lot of motivation on doing like gaming all the time.
Yeah.
Which gaming is fun, and like I love it. I would never get rid of gaming in my life.
Gaming.
It's just doing a video on it all the time and not doing anything else is very tiresome.
I mean, and for me, and it's something that I've noticed throughout the channel, is I suck at talking to myself. Just because I'm not a very talkative person. I'm also not a very loud person. I sit in the silence a lot, and I do enjoy playing video games a lot. However, I don't enjoy talking. So that gets kind of hard when I don't think anyone wants to just sit there and watch me play a video game with no dialogue, no nothing. Now, when I'm with someone else playing a video game, that's a different story. I do thoroughly enjoy doing gaming with someone else, even if they're in the same room, and if it's through like Discord recording, whatever. But I do agree. I enjoy doing the podcast a lot. That's like the highlight for me, is doing that.
Yeah. I had a couple ideas for the channel recently about like branching out and doing a lot of real life things, because it would like, I don't know, it would help me get me out of my shell more often in front of cameras and stuff.
Right.
In my opinion. So, just giving you guys the insights. We will still be doing the Midnightgrabbag podcast. You guys can suck a dick. That would never end.
I don't want it to end.
The podcast would never end. Like, fuck. But I still like doing my story time videos called Big Mood, where I just do, if I have like random stuff that happened crazy in my life, I'll do a clickbaity title and then tell a story.
Right.
Whatever. Because I have a new big mood that should be coming out in next month or in another month or so, whatever. I get a chance to record that, where I talk about working with kids on set. Because, oh my God, I have some horror stories on working with kids.
Big mood.
One of them is still an ongoing adventure, so that's what I'm saying. I'm waiting to tell that story, because I feel like something else is going to happen when I go on this other film set with this child.
Right.
And this child been a wild trip for me. So I probably just dedicate a whole thing with them. And I feel like I should wait a little bit longer to do that video, because it'd be fresh in people's mind who I'm probably talking about. But I don't care. I'm a rebel. Bam. I don't know. And then I discussed this series. I talked to Victoria about it and stuff like that. That we'd be starting this new series called Girls Night, where we're basically doing this vlogging / challenging challenging type of style video, where we give you an inside look on how we make videos, and then we do like a challenge thing. It's basically like a Shane Dawson video type deal. Like my goal is to post the first Girls Night video at the end of May, is where we're doing the Goodwill Challenge, and we'll be introducing a couple of new girls that will be part of that series of Random Times. It is like me, obviously Victoria's part of it. Caitlin is a new one who's going to be part of it, and Haley is a new one we'll be part of it, and then we're bringing back Bree to the channel more, be a part of it. So that's going to be exciting. Once the first episode pops up, it will probably make more sense about what it is.
Yeah, it'll be easier to understand when you see it.
Yeah, but it's just like, it's bringing more real life into it, and it makes it more of a laid back filming style than anything else. But yeah, it will help me challenge my editing skills and stuff like that. It's been a fun series so far to edit.
Right.
And I just gotta take time to keep on sitting down for 2 hours a day to keep on editing it, because it's so much for it.
Right.
For that. So
no, I mean, personally, I want to know what, like, people enjoy seeing out of the channel the most.
Yeah.
Like what type of content do people want to see out of, like, the things that we've done or things that we haven't done?
Yeah, 'cause I do random polls on Twitter all the time for people to vote, and most of the times they want more real life stuff and the podcast.
Right.
That's mostly what they're looking for, which we will provide, and that's what I was like hoping this new series will provide more. Is more real life stuff. And
if I had a better setup, what I would want to do is to switch, like, for my personal sake, doing gaming stuff for streams.
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit more interactive with both the people that you're recording with or streaming with, as well as people who are tuning in to watch. Because you can be a little bit more active within that.
Yeah, I want to stream more so badly. I just never... I have the quote-unquote proper setup that I can live stream. I just don't know what the first step of streaming is.
Yeah.
If you talk to me about streaming, I don't know. That's why I give it to the boys to stream. That's why Ryan's currently doing solo streams on the channel. He's been doing a great job and getting a nice little fan group and a nice little community, which I am proud of him for. So yeah, so I'm excited for it.
Now, I would love to stream, to be a part of streaming and everything. Because it's just, I've always enjoyed streamers and watching streams, just in general.
Can't wait to be a Fortnite streamer.
Big mood. I suck so hard at Fortnite.
See, I really want to live stream is Overwatch. I almost live stream Overwatch for days. I wish I could. I just don't know what settings to put it on to not have it be super fucking laggy.
Right.
To like live stream.
It's just something you'd have to test out.
Yeah, I've been testing it out, but I rather like invite a friend over that knows streaming and like help me test it out to know what for real I need to change. Cause yeah, I watch a lot of tutorial YouTube videos, but I have no idea what I'm freaking changing on here. And then I want someone to sit next to me and explain, like, yes, if you change this is changing your frame rate. If you changing this, is making it more cooler. It's just I don't know. I want that and help me create an overlay, and so I want somebody just explain, and then I can do it. Then after that, then I'll be like, I'm the genius of streaming guru.
I got this. I can do anything. No, I mean, like I said, having some changes and doing some changes will be pretty nice. Yeah.
So we're just like, this is the year on the channel of more experimenting than anything. Because
a lot of stuff has happened within the channel in the past year.
Yeah.
Like just in everyone's personal life and everything. Another thing, and I don't know if it's been talked about on social media or in the channel or within community, whatever. I won't be going to any PopCon this year.
Which I'm very sad about, because when I heard the news.
But it's one of those things where it's like, I'm going to be leaving for college at the end of July. I have a lot of things that I need to do before I can go, and I just don't have the money or, like, available time to go. Because a lot of my free time has been doing, like, the online orientation, getting my shit together.
Working to save money for California.
Yeah. So I was working 2 jobs at the time, but after getting hurt and then just being treated, I was just treated really poorly at the second job. I mean, if I go into the restroom and have to take a 15-minute just to cry because of how bad I was getting treated, yeah, that was when I was like, I'm done. I sat here and cried for 15 minutes straight, and I was super depressed for the month I was there. But I mean, that working 12-hour days does that too. So if I would have stayed at that job, I might have been able to go if I could have gotten off for it. However, I'm not, so I don't have any of the additional funds. And I need a lot of money saved up for when I get to college. There's a lot of expensive stuff happening. So I just decided that I couldn't do it this year. It is what it is. Hopefully this time next year I'll be able to, because I'll be back from my first year of college. I'm hopefully going to come home. try to plan it around the time that indie will be happening so that I can do it, because I do enjoy the community of doing that and everything about it.
Yeah. We're sad to see it. We're sad to hear that Victoria would not be joining us, but we will still be there, and there's a lot of stuff being planned currently for Indie PopCon this year. We are still interviewing guests like we normally do at Indie PopCon, but this year we're trying to be more interactive. So saying that is, so when we do the interviewing stuff, we usually make up our own questions and ask our guests those questions and stuff. But this year we're gonna ask like probably 5 questions of our own to the guests, but then we're leaving the rest up to the convention goers for Indie PopCon. So I made tweets on obviously Twitter. That obviously Twitter.
I made tweets on Facebook.
I made them tweets on that Insta, but I have posted individual tweets from different guests I am interviewing at Indie PopCon, so you can send your questions to those guests right there, and you could be a part of it. We would give you a shout out of your username, or well, your at names, because I think that's what Twitter is at names.
Yeah.
At them. So you can add them with any questions you want. Right now, like Ethan and Brian's is like tweets things are getting pretty full soon, so I may have to close that real soon. So send your questions in real quick on that. But we are interviewing them. We are interviewing the Tiny Taco and Sea Dog V8. Why say V8? It's VA. I'm just dumb. There may be other people we probably talk to, like game developers and stuff too. So that'd be exciting. But also, more important, which I'm mostly excited for, is to interview just con-goers this year. Because it's been a thing in my mind I really want to do. It's just I wasn't at that state that I felt comfortable just walking up to the person like, hey, can we like talk to you real fast? But now I feel more confident this year, and we're making it more interesting. We're always going to ask people questions about how you enjoying indie and stuff, and then we're going to make them spin a wheel on my phone, and we're going to ask them stupid questions or finish the buying questions, and if they get it right, they're going to get our first merch, which is like Fan and Freaks production / Midnightgrabbag podcast wristbands. It's going to be lit.
Yeah. Well, I kind of have like a semi hope for next year's Indie PopCon, if I'm able to, like, if everything's still going smooth. My ultimate goal is I would love to actually have a little, like, booth for Indie.
So yeah, I was going to get a booth this year, but since she wasn't going, I didn't want to go through with it.
Right.
So.
Because it would just, it would be easy on me.
Yeah.
Me and my injured self. I can't.
Then they would give us plenty of time to plan for what we want.
God, I know.
What we want to have at the booth, because we can't just sit there with a tablet and an iPad playing our podcast.
Right. I mean, well, not just that. Especially if we start getting out like more merch, like stuff like these wristbands. Mm-hmm. People can come check us out, and we can incorporate that into our podcast.
Yes. It'd be exciting. It'd be a nice development to grow. I was really hoping that we would have a panel this year to talk about our experience of being a small podcast, but sadly we did not get the panel this year. Maybe next year, that'd be really exciting.
That would be cool, is to be able to do a small podcast panel.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to see one, and it's just, like, even if the people attending are just other small podcasts.
It's just nice to communicate with that community, because in reality, we don't talk to other podcasters. Like, that's a branch I need to explore more. Like, I listen to podcasts for days, and it's fun. It's just, I don't know why. I just can't reach to other podcasters and talk to them and ask for advice and stuff. It's just weird to me. I don't know. But hopefully Indie PopCon will have me change that and network with more podcasters, because that'd be great. And we will be attending the podcast awards too at Indie, because we put a submission in, and I think we're nominated for something. Hopefully, fingers crossed. You will know on Twitter if we freak out if we won something, because that'd be exciting if we do win something.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool.
But yeah, and it's like we put our hard work in. It's been officially 3 years now.
Yeah.
3 years of doing this and stuff. It's been a roller coaster for 3 years doing a podcast and stuff.
That's been the one thing I say is that's been the one consistent thing that I've enjoyed from the get-go, is doing the podcast.
Like, you can tell by evolution of our podcast with our background art. of how much we have.
Even though my hair never stays consistent.
Nah, it's just like, I thought about just telling her, keep your hair transparent, and I'll just color in your hair every
Honestly, time. That's what probably should happen, is it needs to just stay, like, easily changed. Because my hair does change so often, it's just a simple fact.
I mean, I was like, the only person that's gonna be, like, stay the same, like, Mickey's hair, oh wait, I don't know if Mickey has a red streak in her hair still or not.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, never. Okay, Mickey stayed the same. I'm staying the same because I always wear my beanies. The only people that change is like Stephanie. Oh yeah.
Top of his hair is completely different color.
Oh, that's true, but he's too far away in the picture. We don't care.
He's too far away in the picture. We don't care about you, Trey.
I hope you listen to this, Trey.
I hope you do, and I hope you heard me say that, and I hope you realize that I am leaving.
I hope you realize that Victoria is leaving in California, and we will try, like, we will still communicate with her, hopefully while she's in college, so she can record some stuff.
Even though it'll be 3-hour time difference, that's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be exciting. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be like 12 o'clock or like midnight over there, and I'll be like, guys, why are you going to sleep?
And then
fucking 3 a.m. That's why.
And then probably next year when we change the background art, Ryan will actually have a face.
Yeah, because he's like exposed his face.
Well, yeah, he exposed his face, but when this picture was being made, he said he didn't want to be the ninja guy anymore, but the picture was already made.
Right.
And I was like, dang it. So
Ryan, you're still gonna be known as the ninja dude, even if you have a face.
Yeah, I think Ryan just has a cool mascot that makes our podcast even more unique.
Yeah.
Than anything, and it's cool because he always stays in the shadows, and it's really great. Because all of us does face cam, Ryan barely does face cam. Like, his face is exposed somewhere, but I feel like it's a nice persona for Ryan to continue. Like, even though we don't call him Shadow anymore, I feel like Ryan the Ninja is pretty cool.
And yeah, I mean, I think if he ever opens up like his own, if you any blah 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 English please, if he ever like branches out and does like a whole lot of stuff by himself without our channel, he could stick with Ryan the Ninja and it would just stick.
Yeah, it would stick forever. Keep your persona. It's great. So like those are like the there was something else I was gonna say, but yeah, we be at Any Popcorn. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. We will be hosting a live performance of Glitter Ashley at our interviewing stand area. Just keep track on your Twitters about where that location is at. But so far it's gonna be on the second floor next to the connection hallways of the 2 hotels. But that may change. But so far it will be on June 9th at 6 p.m. when the floor closes. But Any Popcorn is officially gonna be open 24 hours because they're gonna have a 24-hour board game table room officially, so the convention doesn't close at all. And then we will be at one of the after parties, probably maybe the Thursday one we probably maybe going to, or the Saturday one. We haven't fully decided on which after party we're going, but I'm getting wasted because I just realized I'm 21. I keep on forgetting that every time I go to parties lately, because you don't know how bad I go to parties now, and then I sit there and it'd be like everyone's drinking, I'd be like, man, I wish I can drink. And I thought about it and it's like, wait, I'm 21. I can drink. And
did you get your ID flipped?
Yes, I did yesterday. I finally did, because in Kentucky they're being weird again now that certain bars you have to have it flipped now, even if it's not about to expire anytime soon, because my ID is not expiring for another 2 to 3 years.
Right.
But the law of bars is not accepting your ID if it's not flipped at all. So I was like, okay. So I went ahead and got it flipped.
Right.
Just so I won't run into that issue if I hang out with friends and stuff. So it's nice. I have a full-on 21 ID, and it's been an exciting thing in my life. Because I had some people skip IDs or waited till a long time, but I had an ID from every single generation you can get. Like, I had a kid's ID, which is the yellow one that has like a little bus car on it. I had one of those, and then I went up to a 16-year-old ID. Then I have my permanent ID, and then I went to my turning ID, and hopefully soon I will get my driver's license.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So I will have every single type of ID you can ever think of.
Something that I think I'm going to miss about not going to Indie PopCon is I want to go to the knife booth, since I lost my knives.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was dumb and left them in my purse before we went to the Markiplier live show. And I just had to leave them outside, and they were probably confiscated. And I was like highly disappointed because I love knives. I mean, I had to get rid of him. The knife little booth was like my favorite thing in the world.
I mean, you can like send me money through that app thing, and I can pick you up a knife and then give it to you through your goodbye party.
True. I haven't even decided when I'm having a goodbye party, but I know I'm gonna. Cause I'm kind of wanting to do like a. Cause I never did a graduation party.
Hopefully it's not the second to last week of July, and then we're fine.
Probably won't be.
Okay.
I'm honestly thinking about doing it in June.
Okay, hopefully it's in June.
Maybe, I don't know. I'll pick a day eventually. But I want to do something to invite like friends and family if they want to, because I didn't do a graduation party. You know, most people have like that big shebang before they go off to college, and this kind of sounds weird to say, but I'm not using it as a, oh, everyone needs to buy me a graduation present or anything.
I'm buying you everything.
But I am going all the way to California, so I'm hoping like if any of my family decides that they want to show up for it, if they want to throw me things that'll help me in my first couple of years of college, that'd be cool.
Let's make a list and then send it to the friend group and we'll see what we can do. Because I suck at picking out gifts unless somebody tells me, be like, hey, I need notebooks. Okay, I'll get you notebooks.
I want to do like kind of a Facebook thing, and just invite a bunch of people, and I want to make a like small little list of things that if anyone wants to chip in with, they can. Travel, it's gonna be, that's gonna be a journey. I'm gonna try to record through it, even if it's not necessarily vlogging or anything, just kind of recording different places we stop at along the way. Because I think it would be cool to do. But yeah.
So, yeah, we have a lot of stuff going on.
Adulting is hard.
Adulting is really
I'm 19,
hard.
you're 21.
Yeah.
We've been doing this since my sophomore year of high school.
And when I started college.
Yep, because it was your senior year.
Yeah, because I didn't think about starting a YouTube channel until we started college, because I wasn't doing one in high school because of video spreads fast.
Yeah.
And they would keep you connected to that video forever.
Right.
So
yeah, I know we did the first podcast like right around this time because you had just finished, you just graduated.
Yes.
So I did it sophomore, junior, and some of my senior year.
Because I remember we was in that Kick. No, it wasn't Kick. It was
Line
group chat. And you said you always wanted to do a YouTube channel. I always said I wanted to do a YouTube channel, and that's what.
Yeah, it sparked off. It's really weird to see where we were to where we are now.
Yeah.
Because we've had a lot of different people on and off as regulars, or just like Charles was a
big part of it.
Big part in the beginning. Brianna she did a couple, like my Brianna was on a couple of videos, mostly my videos. People that have been here from the beginning though were me, you, Mickey, and Ryan. Mm-hmm. Right? That was the first video.
Yeah, that was us.
Because then there was Charles that was in.
Yeah.
It's weird to see how things went to how they are now.
Because people grow up, adults, and just everyone has new passions.
I mean, like, shit happens. Life happens. We're all out of high school now.
Yeah.
We're all, like, having to face the real world.
Yeah, I'm, like, really close facing the real world because I only have
3 semesters.
Yeah, I only have 3 semesters of school left.
You know, I took a gap year, so I got like a year of like just kind of break, which I thank everything for because I needed it. But I'm ready to get back into school and do something with my life.
That's what me, like, really. I was afraid sometimes to like hit with that ultimatum with like I'm so close about to graduate, but this big like famous thing that like I base my whole life on is gonna like interrupt that, and I would not finish my degree.
You'll finish.
That's like my number one worry. It's like, am I not gonna finish my degree because I want to follow my dream? Like, like, cause I talk to a lot of actors and stuff. It's like really big actors that that like dropped out of college to be in movies and TV shows, and I'm over here like, how can you just drop something and just go? I really can't do that. It's a thing that I finish.
I think you'll be able to finish it.
I hope so. Well, I'm glad they have online schooling, so if that happens, that's always another option I can run to.
Yeah. If something happens, you can always take it on the road with you. Like, metaphorically speaking and actually speaking.
Yeah. So.
Oh, my thighs are sticking.
Again.
Sick thighs. Stick to leather seats.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Me too. I feel like there's something else that's updated in my life and things I wanted to say.
I just feel like so much stuff has happened that, I don't know. I'm just glad I got to say it all in this podcast, because again, they literally, if you look in my like output videos, there's like so many vlogs of me like telling stories about like what's been going on, updating, and I just wanted to update people on stuff, but I never post them because something else would change, and then I was just like, well, this vlog is irrelevant now because it's changed,
right,
and stuff. But
yeah, it was really nice to get all of this out.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the fact that, just disappearing. I mean, and like I said, life happens and everyone goes through stuff.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, why is just a podcast being uploaded? Where's the sick memes?
It just, sometimes things get in the way.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully going to college will change a lot for me because I'll be around people who are into this stuff. And I'm hoping it'll kind of inspire me to do some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope, like, me being around a lot of creative people recently has been getting me out of my funk. And I can actually, like, get up and, like, go do it and stuff like that. It's just right now I've been working a lot of hours at work to save up money to go visit friends and pay for, like, new equipment and stuff like that. To pay for my life at the moment.
Yeah. Life is expensive.
Yeah. I just gotta make sure I can take like a nice 2-hour nap and have people yell at me through Twitter to tell me to get up and go edit, and then I can sit down and go edit.
Yeah, life is expensive. That's another thing I'm saving up for, is because I gotta go and have a lot of tests run to check my health and see what's going on with it. A lot of stuff going on. Don't want to talk about a lot of it until I know for sure what's going on. Don't want to jinx anything.
I get it.
Thank you for choosing Hallmark. Cinemark, not Hallmark.
That's not Hallmark. Like,
Hallmark.
Thank you for choosing Cinemark, which is the movies. I've been going to the movies a lot.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of great ass movies been coming out. I still haven't seen Ready Player One, and it's out of the theaters now.
What's wrong with this? The fuck is this?
That's a rubber band.
Is there a bracelet?
Yeah, it's a rubber band bracelet.
Oh, happy Halloween. Yeah, no, like I said, I gotta go to the doctor and have a lot of different things tested and run, and my health just checked in general. So keep your fingers crossed that I'm not dying or anything drastic.
Forever, fingers crossed.
Yeah. Like I said, life happens. This is kind of just like a life happens podcast where we're just kind of talking about the different things that's going on.
And probably update you guys about what happened at the beginning of this year until now.
Yep.
Keep you guys.
Yeah, there's that tissue with all the dust on it.
Oh yeah, I never threw it away. Now I feel bad.
I'll put it by the other tissues with dust on them. Ooh, sticky.
So, yeah, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled podcast next month, which will probably be the Indie Popcorn podcast.
Yeah.
Most likely.
And then we'll go from there.
I already have plenty of other guests I talked to be part of the podcast. It's just figuring out which month to have them in
and what times,
like who will be able to host it with me, and figure out life, because there's a lot. Like, maybe we will do a podcast talking about how we plan a podcast.
That'd be interesting. That'd be a nice one to do, though.
And it's a nice one, like my thoughts at them, be like, yeah, because the games I'm playing with the Indie Popcorn guests is like the people that we're interviewing. I have to sit down and actually write down what I want to do, because it's gonna take a lot of creative thinking and a lot of fucking research.
The next podcast that I know for sure, you know, because I'm not going to be in the Indy one because I'm not going to Indy.
Yeah.
I'll be in a different state.
Yeah.
For the next one after that. And the next one that I'm in.
Yeah. Hopefully we have you back in August too.
Hopefully. I gotta be start school like August 15th or 16th. So.
Yeah, I start school August 20th. Well, I was hoping like in the beginning of August to have you back on the podcast to update us about your.
I gotta move in August 11th. So fun times.
That's gonna be exciting.
Fun times.
And I'm excited for everything you're about to do, Victoria.
It'll be fun, I hope.
It should be. And I'll try to come visit you next year. Struggle is real, but snuggle is feel. So yeah, I wish we had a game to lighten up the mood.
But this is just being real, you guys. Sometimes you need a little bit of a reality check.
Reality check. I know we're small YouTubers, and you'd be like, "Yeah, small YouTubers. Why are you apologizing?" Well, there's still people that will listen to our podcast, and they're so great.
I mean, even though we're small, we're still people, and we still have feelings of remorse and.
When I like saying it. And oh yeah, I forgot to take the time talk about Total Biscuit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you guys haven't heard about Total Biscuit, but he has passed recently on May 24th, and like he was the biggest influence of my life. He's the one that inspired me to do the Midnightgrabbag podcast because of he had the podcast, the co-optional podcast, and I just loved his style of talking and setting up stuff and setting up segments, and he really just showed that you can have a good time in a podcast just sitting around on a microphone in your room and just chatting with friends and being really ADHD, and you never know what the podcast is going to be about because no two podcasts will be alike, and always have a guest on it to make it more interesting and spicy. So he affected my thought processes on podcast, so it really hurt me a lot when I heard about his passing. So yeah, just wanted to like shout him out a little bit and just say that he was really great in my life. Yeah, I think we did a great meme couch.
Yeah, we were procrastinating doing this for like, I don't know, like.
It is currently 9:42 p.m. and she's been over at my house since 10 a.m. So we procrastinated this like a hell of a lot of hours and stuff. But yeah, because we was watching Meme Couch from Cinnamon Toast Ken, and because they're hilarious. So gonna copy their style soon too. No, just kidding.
Big mood.
Big mood. We're like, can we sit around and talk about memes and yell at Jerry Springer and talk about Dr. Phil? Please. Can I get paid watching Dr. Phil? I would roast all spoiled little bitches there.
Biggest mood of my life.
So, in like just a recap, I hope to see everyone at any PopCon. We will be there. If you see us, you can say hey, talk to us. We will probably ask you to do a mini tiny interview, and if that be cool with you, you get free merch. And who doesn't love free merch and candy? Cause I have candy. Just let me know if you're allergic to peanuts, cause I'm not in the mood to kill anyone at Indie PopCon. I'm really not. Gosh, like so. Yeah, and then on June 9th, we will have the live performance of Glitter Ashley. That would be on the second floor, 6 p.m. Saturday. So hopefully that'll be a legit thing.
And if you guys want to see a really great picture, my Twitter should be in the bio, or the description of this video. Go look at it. It's wonderful.
You would know what we was talking about in the beginning. It was pretty wild and funny and great.
Yes.
So yeah.
I think that's
it.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. We just like
that's all, folks.
I was like, I'm sorry we didn't do a lot of jokes, but we just wanted to keep it real with people.
Like I said, every now and then you gotta have a real day.
You gotta be realistic and stuff.
Fuck, I'm thirsty.
I'm thirsty too. Thirsty AF. Or that did.
My biggest mood of the century. I just keep looking at the picture of the 7-Up and the Capri Sun and I'm craving something. I want something flavorful.
Like a Capri Sun. No.
Like a Capri.
Like a Capri. Well, Stay beautiful, my freaks.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Goodbye.
Don't do drugs, stay in school, or do both. I don't care.
Make sure you wear your seatbelt.